This is the coolest open source repository right now in the market. And today I'm going to show you what this coolest open source repository contains and how you can get it and how you can use it to monetize your next iOS and macOS application. Yes, you heard it right. This is the coolest iOS plus macOS open source repository. So let's get into the video. So you can see what it contains. It contains the app itself. It contains Supabase integration, payments, widget code. It has widget which actually works with any Apple devices, TestFlight integration, theme manager, in-app lock, pin or biometric, haptic feedback, collect in-app reviews code, API call within app, Swift store, local caching using app storage, own custom server, which is a Next.js server for self-hosted APIs, and play YouTube video inside the application using iframe. So how to do that? Everything is given in this video with some amazing UI enhancement. So first I will build the application for you, then I will talk about how to get this GitHub repository. So right now you can see this is my Xcode and I will compile it for the macOS application, which exactly looks the same in the iOS too. If you have not watched my iOS series, you can watch it to understand how I build this application and how to use it for your own use cases. But for now, let's see the demo in the Mac application directly. So you can see it is opening right now and it will not ask for the onboarding because I have recently logged out. So for your convenience, I will log out and I will log in again from the start. So you can see welcome to code widget, sign in with Apple or sign in with Google. So let me do sign in with Apple because right now I have the Apple credentials with me. So it is asking me the continue with Touch ID. Of course, let's continue with Touch ID and it will sign in with Apple. And you can see I'm getting this onboarding. I have to do the onboarding continue and I have to do test valid purchase. After I do the test valid purchase, it will actually buy the subscription plan for me and you can see this. Now I can do Touch ID or app pin and you can see right now if I do system, which is actually in dark mode, it detects the dark mode and it does everything for the dark mode. And this is the code of the day. If you want different results, you need different inputs. So this is right now fetching all the list from an API from the Next.js server. And the only way to get good at sale is to suck at long time. And losers have goals, winners have system. So if I click this one, it actually saves it into the favorite. And it also write it as a current code. So you can see the current code, that is losers have goal, winners have system. Now if I want different item, so maybe just do it. This is the thing which I want. I can save it and it will be saved it as the current code. Now one more thing which I talked about, that is YouTube video player. So let's get into it. So you can see this is the shorts and if I do something here, so it will actually open the YouTube video. So right now I'm compiling Alex Hormoz videos only. This is all possible because of SwiftUI. And this is a little bug which I can see in this particular GitHub repository is that when it compiles for the macOS application, it doesn't detect the tab. So I need to figure out what could be the issue. But yeah, apart from that, it is amazing to use. So I will just close this application and I will show you how this works in the code. So you can say this is the content view, which actually contains all the environment object. For example, for the RevenueCat, we are using RevenueCat for the payments, then the theme manager environment object, then the model context, and a lot of things. So it will check for auth if it is not hidden, authenticated. If it doesn't have a RevenueCat setup, it calls and it has particular code. So I will not get into the code complexity. You can ask here to explain the code base for you. So I won't waste time in that. But what I will waste time in something called this particular GitHub repository, which actually has all the link. So yeah, I will share it with you. You can copy this one and you can use it for your own use case. And this is the Next.js server. So I'll just explain this Next.js server really quick. So it has API route and it has 3 routes. That is the list, which actually lists the codes. Again, for the day, it lists the day, like the best code of that particular day, and for the videos it again lists. So it is nothing but JSON. So if I open this, it is again from the public it is fetching. So codes JSON and videos JSON. So these are the 2 files which it is actually fetching. So code JSON is again fetched by the list and it is just showing as it is. And then I have the video, so you can see ID, the name of the YouTube video, and the link I'm providing. So this is how I'm sending it to the SwiftUI application. I hope you get the point of how it works, and I will not delete this one. I will close this one, and this is the complete code. So you can see for the code widget what are like, this is the whole application and this is the code widget, this is the code widget extension code, and a lot of things with the frameworks which I am using right now. You can see that too. So all the implementation, all the thing what you need to do to set this up, I've given all this video. So I have created a particular series of video where I've documented what I am doing right now with this particular application. So you can watch those videos. For example, if you want TestFlight integration, you can watch that video. If you want something related to the Supabase, you can watch those video. If you want to understand how to set up something for the package dependencies or for the framework, again, you can search that topic in my YouTube channel and you will get that particular video. So yeah, this is the ultimate starter kit. That's why I name it ultimate starter kit, because again, this is, it contains the YouTube video to set it up. It has all the code. Again, it is generated from AI and it is understandable by AI. So it is again follows good coding principles, and this is again made and maintained by me. So you can go here and you can just copy it and clone it directly. So these are the two GitHub repositories which you need for the ultimate starter kit, which actually works in the iOS as well as in the macOS. So yeah, that is the thing which I wanted to talk about, and I will see you in another video with another implementation. And till then, take care and bye.